Hello, friends.
Hi everyone.
Hello. Thank you for being with us again. And today we have another video, and we want to talk about an important subject:
Yes, judgment.
judgment.
Yes.
Judgment. I think we all know how it feels to be judged, but, but,
Yeah.
you say
The
the next part.
yeah, I will say the next. Judgment, judging. This is something we are always doing. There is also I mean, what we call very normal way of judging, which is, for example, when you want to cross the street and you have to look at the left and right, so you're still also judging to see if there is no car coming. But we are not going to talk about that kind of judgment, which we naturally do. You're talking more about judging the others, what we think, what is good and bad. So we all know how it feels to be judged,
Mm.
right? But the thing is that we are doing the same thing to others every day, all the time. It's become a very normal habit.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't even know that we are judging.
Yeah,
That is the issue.
yeah, yeah. Indeed, it could be very deep.
Yeah,
It has become a habit,
yeah,
and I think what is not healthy about it, we all know it's not healthy, but well, the ones that don't know that they're judging, they might not know the effects of bad effects of it. But I think personally, for me, is when I remember the time when I was judging others most of the time,
mm.
I was less in peace. So I
Yeah,
was most
sure.
struggling because all the time I'm trying to actually, it comes from a place of not rest within you. Because why we start judging people is because we want to compare our values, and we want to say, oh, my value must be higher than the other person because the other person
Mm,
does something not good, right?
mm,
And it might look very real because at that moment when you're in that situation,
mm.
the other person did something apparently not good, and then you use that just to be able to say, "Oh, that means I'm better than the other person."
Mm.
So,
But there is another
yeah,
issue, of course. We are unaware, of course, but later when you understand the whole process, how it works, then you see that you just believed that there is a lack inside of you, that you are not
exactly,
good enough. How
yeah,
come that when somebody is doing something which is good, you feel bad, right?
yeah, yeah,
Normally, if somebody is doing something good, you should feel great
yes,
because he's reminding you, that that goodness still exists. And again, it's like projection. It
exactly, yeah,
is like
yeah,
somebody's doing something, but five people are standing around him, and five people are having different kind of, let's say, judgments.
mm-hmm.
Some of them are judging them in a good way. Some of them are
Yeah,
doing it in a bad way. So what we want to talk about today is more about not judging, but how the process works
yeah,
of judging others,
yeah,
how it works, and what we are missing every time when we are
mm-hmm.
judging somebody. We are missing the beginning
Yeah,
of the process, and the beginning
yes,
is I am doing it, and I just became angry because somebody
yeah,
did something good, and I cannot see
yeah,
it.
exactly. But
Yeah,
that is again the
yeah,
what, for example, A Course in Miracle calls
mm,
the belief in the ego, because the ego believes in separation, and because we think we are separate, and that's the first issue. And then we start judging others because then we believe there is a hierarchy, like one is the better than the other person, and you
mm,
try to all the time compete and try to say, this one is better than the other person, so I have to hang out with this person, or he's doing something bad and she's doing something good.
mm,
And it comes from a place where we again see everything as separate, and we want to go to a place, Arash, where we
mm.
don't want to judge, and we want to let the only judgment be done by our higher self. And why is that? Is because also, I mean, the Course in Miracles says the same thing. Is because we never know. We can never judge correctly. Our judgments are also faulty. So we are not in a correct place to be know whether someone is actually doing something correct or not. Because who knows? Maybe in future, whatever he or she does, maybe at that point it's a learning lesson for someone else. I don't know. So it's always very It's always whatever we do always with some prejudgments,
Mm.
something we have learned from before.
Some kind
Um,
of black and white mindset. This is good, this is bad. But
yes,
we never ask, what, do we even know what good means?
exactly.
Do we even know
No,
what
we
bad
don't.
means?
Yeah, and we do it based off our beliefs,
Yeah,
whatever we
yeah,
think it's good,
yeah.
right? And it doesn't have any purpose because it just keeps the ego basically intact, and it just gives ego some something to look for. So he might be happy for a while,
We are
like
feeding the ego
you're
actually.
feeding the
Yeah,
ego, yeah.
yeah.
And
Unawareness.
yeah, and we are never in rest, in peace, because whenever we judging the others, we are actually judging ourselves.
Yeah,
So that
yeah.
is the key
When
about
you
it.
are, we can say some example. For example, when you do something and I feel you make me happy when you do something, and uh, what you are creating in me is happiness. It means that I just saw happiness in you. But I could even maybe 10 years ago you could do the same thing, but I could see evil in you because I don't feel good. So this is
Exactly.
just one example
And
to
that time you didn't know if you see evil in me, you might think, oh, you just this is just Puyan, is someone else.
yeah
But now when you see the evil, or you saw, oh, whatever I see, it means I am. It's also back to me. It's a mirror back to me. So
yeah
whatever you see the happiness, what you just said, it's actually a good thing for both of you.
yeah. So
And
the good and the bad of
yeah,
few years ago, when I saw evil in you, for example,
yeah,
the good and bad at that time was very different than right now. But if you
that's very
don't take
interesting.
care of it,
Yeah,
if you don't stay sharp all the time,
yeah,
if you are on the autopilot mode, your
yes,
whole life,
yeah,
then
yeah,
you will have one definition of good and bad, and you don't even remember it because your whole life you you thought you know everything. You thought you know what's good. You thought you know what's bad, but you never asked yourself the question, what is good? What is bad? Why am I angry about this person?
yeah,
How
yeah,
come
yeah,
that I wanted to hit this guy? How come that
yeah.
that evil was activated in me
Yes.
when Puyan did something?
No.
But if you
Yeah.
really live in the moment and stay,
Yes.
because today is different than
Yeah.
yesterday, you are different, the other person is different. But if you already have conclusions about everything,
Yeah.
that is where the problem begins. That is
Yes.
how that is
Yes.
how judgment works, because
Yes.
judgment is
Yes.
based on some theory that you don't even want to look at it anymore.
Exactly.
You
Yeah.
you just
That's a nice one.
put some dot at the
Yeah.
end of the sentence,
Yes.
and boom, I take it for granted, and I know what it
Yeah.
is. I know.
Yes. Yes.
But you're closing the opportunity.
You're not
Yeah,
opening up. You have something in your mind where you said, for example, I don't know, whoever talks like that, it's a bad person because why? Because long time ago, 10 years ago, because a lot of these things are very deep.
mm,
Someone I met before, which had the same characteristics of
mm,
this person, and he did or she did something bad to me,
mm,
and automatically when you see someone with the same characteristics,
mm,
you because it's very deep, you feel bad, and you want to somehow you want to talk bad to that person,
mm,
and you don't think about it first.
mm,
But when you stop, like you just said, and think, why am I feel bad about it? Oh, what this person do? Or maybe that person did something someone else did long time ago, or
yeah,
said something. Then you remember, hey, wait a minute, this is my ticket out. This is an opportunity actually,
yeah,
because I can again. No, but then you're talking about forgiveness and things like that.
mm,
I can use that to forgive that person, or whatever image I see at that person at that moment. But if we judge the person, so we say, yeah, this is again certainly the bad person. We are again falling into the trap, the same judgment which we have. So we don't really help that judgment which is inside our mind to come out, so we can look at it and see where it comes from.
mm,
So I think that's something which and another interesting thing I want to say is when we were talking about the Course in Miracles, and we said that we want to actually become without judgment, so judgmentless. and let all the judgment be done by the higher self, which the Course calls the Holy Spirit, for
Mm.
example. What is nice is the Course says that there is only one judgment which the Holy Spirit does, the higher self does, and that is that God's Son is innocent. So the only judgment which is actually it does, it says, no, whatever you show me, it doesn't matter. The person is innocent, and that's very beautiful because it's actually it says there is no judgment to be made. There is nothing to say this person is good or bad or whatever. No, it's innocent,
Mm.
and they are
The
all equally son of
You
God.
know,
Yeah.
the point is
So
maybe some people when they hear this they have something like how is it possible that every son of God is innocent? Of course, there is some
yes,
resistance, but if you just think about it in this way, you just say, ask yourself, when I don't even know the meaning of good and bad, how can I even judge something? If I
yes,
how what kind of judge am I? You know? So I think the problem is many people are saying don't judge others. Many people are
yeah.
saying, so many
That's
slogans
easy
and
to
that
say,
kind of,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
But the thing is that we always forget to spend some time
Hmm.
being alone, having some silence in our life to review every day that we have.
Yes,
But if you don't do it, then every day becomes the same, and you're not even investing some time in yourself. All you do is going automatically. So the important part is begin with yourself, love yourself. It's about love.
the end.
All the
Yes.
things that we are talking
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah.
here, they are the obstacles of
Of
the reasons,
exactly
that are
of
making
becoming
you,
aware of the love,
yeah,
basically, which is
they
you are
they
already.
are they are making you blind,
Yeah,
and you cannot see what love is.
exactly. Obstacles. That's
So the
very
thing
nice.
is that it's better to have some time with yourself
Yes,
and become silent to see what you just did, what is happening inside of
yes,
you,
yes.
and that kind of things.
Yes, and becoming
So,
judgment less, of course, it takes time and practice. It take away some of these obstacles, what you just said,
mm,
because little by little you start to see the love more and more and more in the others and in yourself. In the end, you're all one.
yeah,
And by not judging the other person and leave the judgment to be done by your higher self,
mm,
you basically open the way for this love to come more and more in your life. So that
yeah,
is something which can only be achieved by practice.
yeah,
And just saying this beautiful words doesn't really help alone. So we have
mm,
to really go inside, reflect on those moments, whatever we feel judgmental towards other people, and see,
mm,
um, try to let go of the judgments and go see where the judgment comes from.
yeah.
Yeah.
And first, maybe it's better to try to recognize what judging actually is, because so many times you're judging and you don't even know it.
Yes,
So
yes,
just
yes,
have
yes.
reviews of your day every day, and
Exactly.
maybe before sleeping, that's a good time. And just recognize, the negative
Hmm.
moments of your life and see what kind of aspects you can find,
Yes,
what really happened there.
that's
Just be
a good one.
honest,
Yeah.
and don't try to win, even when you're alone in your head. Don't try to win. That person is not even there. So just be
Exactly.
honest and fair.
Be fair to
It's,
yourself.
yeah, because when you're fair to yourself,
Yes.
then
Yeah.
you understand the sentence, "Son of God, every son of God is innocent." But
Yes.
right now, you don't even accept yourself as son of God.
Yeah.
Uh, of course, you cannot accept others also when you don't even accept yourself. So it
Exactly.
starts so slowly in small steps, but it starts with you, not
Yes.
with it's not good to judge.
Yeah.
It's bad to do that. It's good to do that. No, so
Exactly.
it's
Yeah.
about you.
About the sons of God is at the
Yeah,
end. I mean, what course also tells us at the end there is only one son. I mean, we think we are separate, right?
yeah.
But once we do these things, when we start judging the others less and let the judgment be done by our higher self, then we become aware of that one son.
Because there is
Actually,
one
there's
higher
only one.
self also.
Exactly.
It's not like my higher
Yeah.
self is better than yours,
No,
you know?
there is just one.
It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. That is man created again, you
Yes.
know? It's like, okay,
It's a separation again.
I will trust my higher self because he's better, you know? He's better. He's not even better than you. It's not about that. It's about that you remember who you really are.
That's the real you. That's
Yeah,
the real you. Yeah.
that's the real you,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
actually one in the end.
Exactly.
But in the end, you have
Mm.
to start, very, very on the floor, and you
Yes.
just go and build up. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So
I think
let's,
yeah, it was good because we also kind of give. Usually we have these exercises. But I think we told our friends about this becoming aware, and
yeah,
I think that was good for today. And next episode, please be with us again. We will be talking about jealousy.
mhm,
Um, and don't forget to like our videos and follow us. Subscribe if you still haven't. And we need your support for
yeah,
this. And also tell your friends about it if you
yeah.
like.
Thank you. Thank you
Yes.
for being with us. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.